First, an exclusive picture of the seized Chinese excavator in Tuting sector of Upper Siang district of Arunachal Pradesh. It's around 1 kilometer inside the Indian territory. This is the visual of a Chinese incursion that has been accessed exclusively by Times Now. Look at this picture of the incursion that took place on the 28th of December. Just a little over a week back that this particular incursion took place. Look at the picture of this excavator that has come in from the Chinese side. Arindam joining us from more on the story. Arindam, this is obviously a sign of China's boldness now, in fact, trying with this incursion to try and venture into Arunachal Pradesh.
Yes, this is the second episode after Doklam standoff. This happened on the 28th of December last. Actually, the Chinese authorities are going ahead with their expansionist activities on the Arunachal frontier as well. This incident happened on the 28th of December, where a local villager went to the border side and he sighted this excavator, and he damaged the wires of the excavators, and then he immobilized it. Later, he raised an alarm by informing the ITBP and the army personnel. And later, this excavator, Chinese excavator, was seized by ITBP and army personnel. And what we have come to know that following this development, a boulder wall has been erected on the McMahon line, and both the armies, the Indian army as well as the Chinese armies, are putting up tents. And right now, erection as well as arms and ammunition are being airdropped in the area. So definitely, this is another escalation that has gone ahead in the border in Arunachal Pradesh, and this time it is in the northeastern sector, where this has happened in the Tuting sector in Upper Siang district of Arunachal Pradesh. And this excavator, what we have come to know, has been seized around 1 kilometer.
Arindam, stay with us. Let me also take this question quickly to Srinjoy Chaudhary. Srinjoy, just recently we've seen a statement coming in from China in relation to Arunachal Pradesh, how they don't recognize it. But this is, in fact, a very dangerous pattern that seems to be emerging from the Chinese side after Doklam, as Arindam was pointing out.
Yes, this is the first known intrusion since Doklam. Here there were civilians, it has to be said, Chinese civilians who entered and tried to build a road. And there, fortunately, the ITBP was there. They noticed this and they pushed the civilians back across the McMahon line, across the line of actual control. The important point here is they left their equipment behind, and Times Now exclusively has photographs of that. Now, this was one more effort. There was no face-off between the two sides, as happened in Doklam. These were small numbers comparatively. Doklam was hundreds and perhaps over thousands of troops, and some of them are still there, it has to be said. But here, they have been moved across. So there was a little tension at that time, but this appears to be a comparatively smaller incident. But the fact is that the Chinese have left their equipment behind. We have pictures of those pieces of equipment, and we will have to see how this goes, because the Chinese claim that Arunachal Pradesh is actually South Tibet, and all of Arunachal Pradesh is Chinese territory. But India has made it very clear that from 1947 on, wherever this is Indian territory, there are elections every year, or in whether at the Lok Sabha level or assembly level or panchayat level. So there is no question of China having any claim to Arunachal Pradesh.